Okay, we finished up last time, and this is how it looked. We have some problems, though. One, you can see that the bottom of the picture is down underneath where our section is. We also have this strange white thing up on the top here that we have to get rid of. And these are all mushed together, so we're going to have to fix that also. If I come in here, right mouse click and inspect this element. This might be a little bit tight. All right, so in our section area, so you can see that our section is 707 by 400. If we go into the section though, and then click on the UL, you can see up on the top that I have some problems. Okay, when I mouse over this, if you look on the top, when I move my mouse to show you up the top, but you can see up above there, you can see that little brown border on there. That actually is the default margin that the UL tag has, and that's what's pushing that down. It's actually the top margin. The one underneath it that's overlapping our picture is actually the bottom margin. So what we're going to do is get rid of both the top and the bottom margin, and we can see that if we go into that element and I do margin top 0 pixels, you can see now that the UR now has no top bottom, but it has a bottom margin, so we need to get rid of that too. So what we'll do is, rather than do just the top margin, we will do both margins, and now everything will tighten up nicely. All right, so let's go back into our code and make that so. All right, so what we're going to do is in our section UL we took away the style. Now all we have to do is take care of the margin. So we're going to do margin and make it 0 pixels. The right and left are 0 already, so this won't impact that, but it'll get rid of the top and bottom margin. All right, let's do file and save, and let's go back and see what this has done. Okay, and we'll refresh. Actually, won't seem like it did anything because that white line will still be there. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is fix the pictures on here. So let's go back and do that. And what we want to do is actually now configure the image on that. So we'll say that in our section, in the UL that we have, inside each line, we have an image, and this is the style that I would like to have. So we'll give it a width of 100%. And that's going to be the 100% of the LI, so it's going to be divided. And then we want to have the height to be the same as the height of our section, which is 400 pixels. Okay, so that will go ahead and change that. So let's go ahead and do file and save. And then let's go back to our page and refresh. All right, so stretched out our pictures a bit. That's only in this real small size. As we make them bigger, then they look a little bit bigger than that. All right, so the next thing we want to do now is separate these pictures a bit. And let's go back and do that. All right, so within each LI, oops, let's go back to ours. Okay, so we have a section that is our LI, right? We're making that 30% of the width of the page, and then we're going to make the padding. And how we're going to do that is we're going to say, well, 0 pixels for top and bottom. Then the second one is going to be how large it will be between each one. So let's go ahead and put I'll put it 5 pixel. See how that looks. We'll do file and save, and then refresh. All right, so there's our 5 pixel. Now, oops. I'm Trying to grab these windows is difficult. All right, so when we stretch it out, it's looking a little bit better. All right, well, another thing we can do is rather than make it a pixel length, what we can do is we can make it a percentage. So instead of 5 pixels, we can make it 1% of the window. And then we'll do File and Save. And then we'll go ahead and refresh the page. And that separates a little bit, but the margin will get bigger as the page gets bigger. All right. And what we will do also is, so this is how the one page looks. Remember, we were talking about responsive. So when we do responsive, what we want to do is have it when, as this gets to a certain height, go ahead and make these pictures smaller. Make the, instead of 400, make it tighter up here, and that will stop this from being so warped the way it is as it gets smaller. So as it gets smaller, we want to also change the height of these so that it doesn't look so bad. All right, well, that looks like it for this lesson. All right, when we come back, we will do more.